So let's talk about the Austrian military, shall we? At 24, Hitler was eligible to be drafted. But here's kind of a twist. He didn't want to serve, right? Like at the time, warfare was treacherous and he wasn't trying to die in a trench. So he just kind of dipped straight up, just like left Austria and crossed into Germany illegally. The first illegal migrant. Am I right, Gabriel Reyes? Yeah. All right. And this wasn't some brave, like, soldier move. He was just trying to avoid military service altogether. But a few years later, some things changed. 1914 rolls around, and if you know anything about European history, Archduke Franz Ferdinand is assassinated. Boom. World War I is in full effect. Suddenly, all of Europe is lighting up in like this, Rube Goldberg machine of chain events that then causes all of Europe to be at each other's necks. And even though Hitler had dodged the draft back home, he now volunteers to fight for the Germans. Think about that. He wouldn't fight for his own country, but the second Germany was in trouble, he's like, sign me up. Why? Many people have speculated. It's kind of assumed that the war gave him a purpose, and there was a few other jobs at the time. So for the first time in his life, he felt like he belonged to something. He wasn't failing anymore. He was wearing a uniform, carried a rifle, and fighting for the nation that he idolized. And this wasn't about glory. This was about having sort of a structure. But we're getting a little ahead of ourselves here. Let's zoom back for a second, all right? We got a guy who was obsessed with becoming an artist. He failed, emotionally crushed by rejection and lost, loses his mother, blames the Jews and all the elites of the world for all of his problems instead of doing anything to fix them, lived on the edge of poverty, started inhaling these sort of dangerous racial ideas and these nationalistic fantasies, and then ditches his country to live in a different one that he believed was superior. So, at this point, if you stopped the timeline right there, you've just got a bitter, angry dude with some strong opinions and no real direction. But you also have the building blocks of something dangerous, right? Like disappointment, resentment, and this craving for control all building up.